Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I've got this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. Okay, let's go to the board now and pick these cards. Okay, so pick a number 1 to 5 and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. Okay, so we're looking at card number 1 now. A new broom sweeps clean. I can see a broom sweeping along. So time to tidy up some, elements of your life, I guess. It's like moving ahead, but a bit slowly, because you're sweeping as you go. So it's important to have a clean path. And that makes things easier in the long run. Let's have a look and see what card we get for you. Money. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. This card itself doesn't say whether, it's money coming in or money going out. However, I guess by cleaning up, organising your finances, that you're making it simpler for you and simpler for money to come in if that's what you want. It just says basically that over the coming few days to few weeks, perhaps money is a focus and sorting it out is important. Okay? Just sort of good housekeeping really is what it comes down to. Card number 2. Card number 2, what do I see? A ladder going diagonally to the left. Okay, it's time for receiving. It's time for being. Less doing and more being, basically. It's a feminine sort of force coming into your life. And if you can open up to that, then you'll be able to receive the gifts from the universe more easily than being shut off. And it's a gradual ascension in consciousness, a gradual evolution because it's sort of diagonal. It could be vertical. That would require a lot of effort as you have to climb up the ladder rungs. This doesn't require as much effort because it's on the diagonal and you're still ascending in consciousness, albeit at a slower rate. The card that comes up is the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so about your money once again. There's been some issues here because you can see this mountain in the background. You can see these cliffs, and but there is a narrow path through this. It might be a bit convoluted. It's not necessarily straightforward. However, with diligent work, and you can see she's got a rock in front of her that actually looks like a laptop. So with diligent work, you can find a way through this rather difficult path, I guess, convoluted path. Look, of course we need money. However, you should not allow your identity to be defined by money because we all come into this world with nothing and we all go out with nothing. Where we're all going, there's no such thing. So there's no point in having money for money's sake. Do something with the money that you have that's useful for society at least. On the other hand, it is useful to have a certain amount of money. So you've got to find the balance. But don't identify, it's not who you are, okay? And there's too much today, you've got to have the right brand or the right car or whatever it is to fit in. Doesn't really work. Okay, so this is about diligently working your way through a convoluted pathway to get where you want to be with money. However, it's not about identifying with money, if that makes sense. Number 3, what do I see? Oh, there's a hard bit of rock here and it's like drilling into a hard bit of rock. It doesn't feel like mining, it feels like exploration, okay, trying to find a particular thing rather than like just going mining. It's not mining. And so a hard bit of rock could be a part of your body. Maybe there hasn't been a lot of oxygen getting through to muscles or different areas of your body. But keep on trying, because it's about opening that part up to let the energy in. It's like part of your body is in really strong contraction, and this could be your back or your knees perhaps, or even your jaw. Letting the light in is going to bring insight and awareness, and also release a lot of pain that may have been there over the years or decades. Let the light in. The sun, the source of all life and light, our light, because the moon is a luminary as well, but it's reflecting the sun's light. The moon doesn't produce light herself. The sun produces the light. And this light will allow a greater increase in consciousness, in insight and awareness. Also brings some degree of safety and happiness, comfort, stability in your life. This is a major arcana card, and it's really important. Allow the light into your life. You may have shut down in some way, and if you can practice opening your heart especially, the light will enter. Number four, what do I see? Oh, okay. In the old days, used to be a phone in the 80s, I think it was called an Ericaphone. And that's what I'm seeing, an old Ericaphone, and it was like cutting edge, really super trendy looking phone. At the time, we'd laugh today, of course. So this is about messages from the past, maybe even conversations coming back to you in some way. You might actually, even though it's symbolic what I'm seeing, you might actually get some physical thing happen where the past comes back. Mercury is going retrograde, I think it's the 23rd of this month until the 15th of September, and things from the past often come back. So we're actually in Mercury shadow now, so it's really any time that something from the past could come back. An old message, an old communication, maybe it's a love letter. Here we have the the Three of Swords, which is often about love. There's some disappointment. So it might have been a relationship that didn't work out, unfortunately, and there was some sort of healing that's needed. And in order to get that healing, you might need some solitude, spiritual retreat, to go and think about everything so that you can finally let it go, whatever it is. It's not pleasant necessarily. There's some sort of sorrow and delay. Maybe somebody's choosing power over emotions, because swords is all about logic, and often power goes with being logical and analytical. So power over emotions, that doesn't work. The two have to work in unison, you see. So you'll be reminded of that somehow coming up soon. All right, number 5 is alive. What do I see? I see a bow and arrow. Reminds me of Sagittarius. Of course, the arrow is the glyph for Sagittarius. But this is about going for your goals, because you shoot an arrow at a target. Usually you just don't blindly fire off arrows all over the place without looking where you're sending them. Hopefully you don't anyway. And so this suggests that there's a target, you're going for something, you're focusing on it, you're aiming for it. Okay, well done you. And I feel like you're going to get a partial victory there. Maybe not exactly what you wanted, but along the lines of what you wanted. Something is coming towards you. This is the 9 of Cups. It's all about your hopes and dreams. How very appropriate. Send your hopes and dreams out into the universe so that you can get what you want, and then take action. Be practical. See, she's seated on the ground here. It's about being practical, taking action, fueled by her hopes and dreams. So send them out into the universe, because the universe hears all. Things are not just going to fall out of the sky for you, but with the appropriate planning, strategy, effort, and working towards that, you can accomplish your hopes and dreams in many places nowadays. Particularly if you're in Australia, it's still a lucky country. I know it's not perfect here, and there are some problems, but in many respects, it's still a lucky country. Alrighty, so that's our pick a card for this week. Only one major arcana in this lot. There was two on Facebook. More or less a normal sort of week for many people. Because we are in Mercury retrograde shadow, everybody could have things coming back from the past in some way. Venus is also retrograde, and that's why the two of those together, it's likely that it's something to do with an old relationship for many people. But Venus and Mercury turn direct in September. I've just finished the September horoscopes. They'll be going up in the next few days, just being edited at the moment. So do tune into those. Okay, thanks so much, everyone. If you're new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful week, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.